Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. And in the last episode, we finished a few things up in Traverse Town and then blasted off to New Worlds, but we got intercepted along the way by Monstro the Whale. And somehow Pinocchio beat us here, and he had one gummy block. Did he just use that like a log and paddled here through interstellar space? How do you even do that? He's a wooden puppet. He's got no propulsion. But yeah, apparently they got a few gummy blocks there, even though it doesn't look like any gummy block I've ever seen. And we were trying to chase down Riku because he's kidnapped-ish Pinocchio, but we didn't have much luck. But we got a level up near the end of the last episode, which I got a new ability, and I didn't talk about it until just now, of course. Hurricane Blast. From an aerial combo, unleash an extremely powerful finishing combo attack to the enemy below. I think... I'm just having a look at my abilities here. I think we'll sacrifice one tech boost for now, and we'll pop on that Hurricane Blast and see how that fares in battle. What else did we get? Goofy got an extra MP. We got a bunch of new items, because we were opening all the chests, and Goofy can hold a lot of items as well. Oh boy. We also found a bunch of Dalmatians. But yes, now we need to actually focus on finding Riku and Pinocchio, mainly because that, well, we kind of followed the path, but we couldn't really get much further. I mean, we went through this way, and it was a dead end when we were going that way, unless Riku has some superhuman jumping, which we haven't really seen any evidence of. So, let's try and make our way through here again. I'm going to skip most battles at this point, because we've already battled around here, and I don't need to fight them for... Well, I don't even need to fight them for synthesis materials, really, because we'd be getting a lot. So, yeah, we pretty much went all the way around the place, and we ended up pretty much out of there and into a dead end, effectively. I mean, I believe if I jump on this barrel and then jump from the barrel, I can actually make it across. There we go, so I can grab the ledge. So now we're back up to where we left off. So we go back into Chamber 6 here. Enemies are here again, but we had this White Trinity, and we can't really get back up to where we just were, which was up here, from this direction. There is a hole that drops us down into this section, though. And because it just says Chamber 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, doesn't mean that that's like the whole room. Oh, Donald can now hold an additional item. That's nice. Oh, whoa! Double pickup from one enemy! That's nice. Looks like green Requiems can drop ethers as well. Alright, so if we look down there, that's the White Trinity that we saw before. Go back through this passageway. We drop into the little wall in between. Chamber 4 we haven't been in. I don't think.
Why do you still care about that boy? He has all but deserted you for the Keyblade and his new companions, after all.
Clearly.
I don't care about him. I was just messing with him a little.
Oh, really? Of course you were. Beware the darkness in your heart. The heartless prey upon it.
Mind your own business.
Oh dear, things are getting heated, but you can't be this gullible! Seriously, Riku. But hey, we caught up, and that's why I didn't want to go for that door. Because of cutscenes.
Riku! What's the matter with you? What are you thinking? Don't you realize what you're doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Sora. You only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days. Do you even want to save Kairi?
I do.
Oh dear. That doesn't sound good. And we immediately start on a save point, but it's a temporary save point. We can't leave from here. Yes, I could have done this cutscene and then save at the end of the last episode, but I was already approaching the time limit, and we were closer to that save point than we were here. We would have to go through what we just did in order to get back to this point. That's why I didn't want to do it at the end of the last episode. But hey, do I really want to leave this as a cliffhanger? Nah, let's go in now. He's been eaten-ish? He's in a belly within a belly. It's bellyception. Looks like a blob.
You up for this?
No problem. Let's do it.
Yes, we've got Riku as a temporary party member, but he doesn't seem to do a lot. He jumps in for like maybe a whack or two and then leaves. And he's getting smacked up like a bitch. This is the parasite cage, and he actually looks a lot more purple and pink. But now he's yellow and green. If it was non-final mix, he'll be purple and pink. So, yeah. His front is the weakest. Just hit him from the front. I think he's resistant to magic, which it seems to be the case. So just physical attacks will do it. Just tell everyone to be a bit reckless, and we'll eventually get there. I mean, you'll take a few bits of damage, but, you know, we can take the hits, it's fine. Just don't get a bit too greedy, because otherwise you'll never get your heal off. I mean, that's probably why Riku actually just does one hit and then jumps away. Actually, I'm wondering, if we hit his actual head, does he take more damage? Yes, he does! And we got 500 experience for that, but he's not sparkling like bosses normally do when they get defeated. Odd. Just 500 experience popped out of his head. So we've got experience for not slaying something. Heartless. Oh dear. Okay, Riku was on the ball there. And Goofy learnt cheer? Why? Are you rooting for us, Goofy? Well, if we had a point to spare, we could pop that on. That would be nice. I think I'm going to take off... Ooh, do I want to take off Jackpot? Oh, I don't know. He's got 3 attacks on right now. You know what? I'm not using summons right now. I'll leave that off. Huzzah! Hey, Blue Trinity! And the water level's lowered.
Pinocchio! Pinocchio! Please, give me back my son.
Sorry, old man. I have some unfinished business with this puppet.
He's no puppet. Pinocchio is my little boy.
He is unusual. Not many puppets have hearts.
I need to pause right here. If we ever cover any other games in the series, that in itself could actually be a spoiler, please take this note and keep it as a breadcrumb for later. Not many puppets have hearts. Keep that in mind.
I'm not sure, but maybe he can help someone who's lost theirs.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Kairi?
What do you care about her?
Wow, that's just rude. So Riku just basically outright knocked out Pinocchio. He went, were we above this area the whole time? I don't see an entry hole. Where did we come from? This ain't explained. Every other place had an entry hole that we popped out of. Where's the entry hole here? Yep, that's a problem. And, well, the water level's dropped. We can actually do some platforming around here now. Don't know why his saliva went down. Maybe it's because he's not hungry anymore. Maybe he wasn't trying to digest the parasite cage, but... there we go. Got a Scangy right there, but it's the one that we've had before, so nothing new there. Oh, he didn't actually get added. The Heartless didn't get added for some reason. Maybe it only gets added once we knock it out. I mean, normally they do, but... characters can be added, regardless. Bit odd, that. But hey, another Blue Trinity. Let's do it. More money? Got a potion there. Don't you two guys want to pick them up? Another potion, and a cottage, again. Getting all the cottages. I'll grab these. Oh, if I had treasure magnet, then it's only a couple of balls, it's not that big of an issue. Oh, I pressed jump again! That's annoying. Goofy, I don't need you in my way when I'm trying to make a jump. Bugger it. I don't actually think I can make this jump, now I think about it. Nah, that's a bit too far. So where else can we go from here? There's a platform here. Hey, we can actually make that jump without grabbing the ledge. And that one as well. Hey, it's the chest that Pinocchio was messing about with. Actually, open this now and get a water gleam. What does that do? A gem emanating a strange vitality. Give it to the fairy godmother. It's another summon gem. Wow, it's not like we just got 2 summons back to back. We're getting another one already. That's not bad at all. We're just going to have to go back to Traverse Town at some point once we're actually able to do so. Well, we can do it now, but I don't want to interrupt the flow of this level. Okay, I'm just trying to see where do I want to jump from here. If I jump from here and just attack... No, I don't have enough momentum. Or enough height. That's a problem. If we go over here, I believe... Yeah, there's a new chest here. If we talk to Geppetto here... I meant to save this chest for later, but you can use it to find Pinocchio. I should have done this first, to be honest. That was actually kind of a stupid thing I just did, but... We now have a shared ability. High jump. The party can equip these shared abilities by selecting the shared in the abilities menu. The reason why I didn't grab that for now is just so I could like show you that if you're having trouble platforming, you may have to do it later. But I've done all the stuff that you can actually do without it. Shared abilities do not require AP, and yet you can choose to dequip them if you don't want them equipped. It does what it says on the tin. You jump higher. You have a much more higher jump than usual. So that means we can actually reach places that we couldn't before. I know you can actually get on top of here. Don't lie to me, game. I'm actually pretty sure there's something up here that I want to get. I'm trying not to move too far. There we are. That's what I wanted to do. Because there's a green trinity here. And there's a chest on that broken part of the mast. Can you call it a mast? It's really a tugboat, but it's on the top. It's a bit weird. Bit of a weird design, this boat. And I can't believe I just jumped down over the bloody thing. Let me get back up there. Come on. Come on. No, God, that's what I do not want to happen. I like how we can grab this ledge, but we can't grab the ledge up here. There we are. Wait, let me open this thing. Keyblade looked a bit weird there. What the hell? Anyway, now that we actually have this new jumping prowess, we can jump pretty high. Higher than you would actually expect. So what I want to do is jump over this way. There we go. Get up here. Pop this open. Get another cottage. We're getting a lot of cottages. Seems kind of overkill, to be perfectly honest with you. And that final chest, well, we actually need to get over there, and we couldn't do it before, but now we can. Because, with the extra height that we've got, we can actually jump over this way, and completely whiff, like I just did. No, what we want to do is just jump it. I swear I can make that from this angle. You're supposed to go higher up and jump. I wanted to do it that way, but it didn't want to work for me, so I'm just going to jump from here. There we go. That's what you need to do. And jump around here. There we are. And jump again. Grab the ledges all the way up. Another 3 Dalmatians. Isn't that all Dalmatians in this level? I'm pretty sure we're missing one more box. Yeah, we're missing one more chest of puppies. That's fine. It's probably on one of the trinities. And, yeah. So now we can actually progress onwards because we wouldn't have been able to grab that ledge before because that would have been too high. And you know what's really funny? They put boxes in the way here, if we saw earlier in the last episode. In cutscenes, we can actually see boxes here. And yet, we wouldn't have been able to reach this area anyway until the boxes are cleared. So it's kind of odd why they put boxes in the way. I don't know. Maybe that's what was making the water level be higher, or saliva level, I don't know. There's actually a blue trinity right here that's quite easy to miss. Because you just got to platform up this little, pipe? Tower? I don't know what you want to call it, to be honest, but here's the throat. Which is funny, because, you know, the throat's part of the mouth, and yet we go a little bit further. There you go. Got a mithril shard for that, and a bunch more money. No chest for the Dalmatians, though. That's a thing. Just grab all the money. Got some enemies. Personally, I don't fight most of the... Oh, Goofy learned evolution and got an AP up, so now we can equip that once we have a chance. Okay, I do want to take care of the enemies now, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to check that. Are we good? Nope, we're not good. Where's the enemy? He's in the blind spot of the camera. Thanks for that game. Okay, I can pause. Cool. Let's have a look at that. That's Donald. Evolution. Give up MP to give 30 HP to the entire party. This is basically converting 3 magic points into a Mega Potion. Because if we go and check what the Mega Potion's description is, restores 30 HP to each party member. So, if Goofy's got maximum magic at this point, at level 30 mind you, he can emergency heal everybody. He can basically turn his magic into a Mega Potion. That's pretty helpful, considering that means Goofy now has a method of healing, and it affects everybody. Even if he's out of items, he can make one if he keeps his magic maxed out. Problem is, if you want his magic to be maxed out, you probably may want to de-equip all of his attacking special moves, because they cost 1 magic point a pop, and he could either use them sparingly or spam them, but regardless if he uses them, you're not going to be at the max 3 bars needed in order for him to pop that off. So that's a very strategic ability that I may use in the future, but not right now. Oh, I just realised he had an AP up. I could have equipped Charm. Not Charm. What's it called? Cheer. That's it. To increase the abilities of the abilities and the length of summons. For some reason I couldn't word that properly. Could you guys bugger off? I'm trying to get away in order to, you know, access my menu again. You guys won't leave me alone. There we are. Give me that. Oh, seriously? No, get down. I want that. There we are. Right. Can I kill you? Thank you. That was a bright gem right there. I can hear an enemy, but I can't target it. I can't even turn the camera. Thank you. Okay, I can pause now. So we'll equip Cheer for now, because at least we'll benefit from that. And even so, I couldn't equip the evolution because it costs 3 AP. So Goofy didn't actually have that. I detect while killing something? Was it the same enemy? Normally that's not the case. Whoa! We just get sucked up once we get high enough. Wow, this looks funky. That effect on the floor, yo.
Hey, let Pinocchio go, Riku.
A puppet that's lost its heart to the heartless. Maybe it holds the key to helping Kairi. How about it, Sora? Let's join forces to save her. We can do it together.
He did the pose again.
What? You'd rather fight me? Over a puppet that has no heart?
Heart or no heart, at least he still has a conscience.
Conscience?
You might not hear it, but right now it's loud and clear. And it's telling me you're on the wrong side.
Then you leave me no choice.
Pinocchio! Pinocchio!
Jiminy, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I guess I'm okay.
The feeling of being able to lie fills you with determination.
Huh?
And he's back again. Excuse me? Riku can use the darkness! That might be why he was able to warp around and go in the direction we couldn't go, chasing him earlier. Now Sora, Donald, and Goofy know what's on the up and up. This dude's got 3 bars of health on the dot. I had a little description up here when we were fighting Jafar, since that was the first time we saw another colour worth of health. And by the way, his inside of his mouth is his weak spot. Do not touch those green things on the floor. That is stomach acid. And it's a very funky effect, if I do say so myself. It's only 2 strips of neon lights just going back and forth, like layered on top of one another, but it's still a good effect nonetheless. And yeah, it saps your health while doing so. And this guy can actually attack a poison, which also saps your health. So be careful about that. As I told you before, hit his head and he takes a lot more damage. Once you hit his head enough, he'll open wide and you can hit the ball inside him, doing even more damage. This guy is easy peasy. I don't know why, but when it comes to, like, bosses, the bosses tend to be a little bit difficult or pretty challenging early game. But once you have Cure, the bosses themselves just turn in... Like, don't give much of a challenge, even though you could easily... Oh god, I could not get the heal off quick enough there, I got worried. Maybe I shouldn't talk about how bosses are difficult, because I almost squandered my opportunities there. Good lord. Would have just jinxed myself completely. Donald was about to die to the poison as well there. I wanted to return the favour. But you know what? It don't matter. We've won this. You're done. Get out of here. HP up for Sora, AP up for Donald, HP up for Goofy. We are done. Bye-bye, whoever's heart that was.
Riku! Riku, where are you?
Think we caused a stomach problem. Not good. And we learned stop. I think that's the last spell. We got one of every spell.
So, Kairi's like a lifeless puppet now?
Precisely.
And her heart was...
Taken by the Heartless, no doubt.
Tell me, what can I do?
There are 7 maidens of the purest heart. We call them the Princesses of Heart. Gather them together, and a door will open to the heart of all worlds. Within lies untold wisdom. There you will surely find a way to recover Kairi's heart. Now, I'll grant you a marvelous gift. The power to control the Heartless.
Oh dear, giving him more dark power, that does not sound good.
Soon, Kairi. Soon.
And not only that, but he was willing to kill off Pinocchio in order to use his heart to recover Kairi's if possible. If that even works. And plus, isn't it when someone loses a heart, they disappear? Why is Kairi's body still there if she's lost her heart? Are you sure she just didn't take a whack to the head and she's unconscious? And if Kairi's there, then why has Sora been imagining Kairi but not Riku? Well, we've just been sneezed out, just like in the movie, of course. I sure hope Pinocchio and Geppetto are okay. Yeah, hopefully they landed safely somewhere. Riku. Well, it only took us halfway around the map, and we've returned to Agrabah, which is something. I mean, where else are we going to go? We don't have any other clear method on going anywhere. But hey, we can see where Monstro intercepted us, right past the warp. I think my magic is as good as Donald's now. He says, when we learn, like, I don't know, anything other than fire or blizzard, Donald learns it as well. So, our magic would have always been good as Donald's right after thunder. No way! Not in a million years. Plus, you can't summon. We can. Our magic's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. If you want to do it, then you have to MP charge. Haha! Had to think of something there. Why don't you go see Merlin? Work more on your magic. There's a tournament being held at the Colosseum. Over here is a great reward for the winner. Well, we've got stuff to do. Now, here's the thing. Even though we get a trophy for Monster and whatnot, there's a symbol that just says a line. That means we've completed the world, and notice its battle level, it was 4. That's where we were supposed to go. That's why I went to an even tougher level than what was actually prescribed, because otherwise we would have had an even easier time than what we had there. And really, the only reason I had a bit of issues is because I couldn't hit, or I just landed in the acid a bit too much and got a bit gung-ho with the poison. But notice that we can actually warp drive to Monstro. Don't do this, because if you warp drive to Monstro, chances are he's not actually going to show up, and then you'll just continue on to the next level. Which will always be this level, as far as I'm aware. You always approach Monstro from the warp hole onwards. So, even if you warp to Monstro from, like, say, this level, you'll just head back to this level. So, yeah, if you want to go in a Monstro, you have to fly there manually. It's very stupid, and it really does annoy me, especially when you just want to get there quickly and do whatever. Nope, you have to normal drive in order to get there. Does he have any gummy missions? Nope, he doesn't have a gummy mission. Now, why is it just showing his model? Well, that's a remnant of something from Kingdom Hearts Original on PS2. With the non-final mix suffix that actually added the gummy ship missions. Triangle was normally just to have a look at the world model. That's why we can still select gummy ship mission or Monstro despite not actually having any missions. It's not reliable to even land at him anyway, and if you want to go all the way to Halloween Town, if there are some missions, you're going to have to hope to God that during a normal flight, you don't bump into him. You can't control it. If he shows up, you're entering Monstro. If you want to leave, you've got to get to the save point in order to get out. If you don't want to go to Monstro, then just, you know, don't take that route, or warp drive and then fly the rest of the route that way if you haven't already been there. But considering that that's a level 6, I might go that way. I mean, I normally do this level first and then head off this way, but I might change my route, not too sure. But we were told to go to Merlin's, and there's a new thing at the Colosseum. I think it's time to head back to Traverse Town once again. So I opted for disembarking normally instead of going straight to the Magician's Study, mainly because we got a torn page, and I'd rather get all that stuff done over there first, and I'll just save warp back over there. So, really the reason why I was actually starting over here is because we've actually got some money now, so we can go buy a few more weapons, and with any leftover money, we'll see if we can buy a couple more upgrades for our gummy ship. So, let's see what you got. We got almost 2,000. We haven't got the shooting star, but we have got the silver mallet, so we might want to buy that first. There we are. And we can't actually buy the only other shield needed. We can't buy the Giga's Fist, we can't buy the Golden Shield, we're just slightly below the money. But that's fine, because I want to go upgrade my gummy ship anyway, and we can put the money toward that. So let's leave through here. Through the side entrance. Just jump down the side here. Yep. Talk to Sidaruni. Let's get hooked up. And I want to go all the way to the bottom here. And I want to go buy the... I'm going to buy the... I could just buy the level 3 and be done with it. But I'm going to buy the level 2 for now. And I'm also going to buy the Assembly Area 8. Reason being is because the Assembly Area 8 pretty much increases the entirety of the Gummy Garage itself by an entire 1 block in every dimension. And so it basically allows us to build bigger ships, and any blueprints that are actually bigger than what we could build, we can't use. Computer Level 2 gives us 5 blueprints, so we can make 5 gummy ships saved, so we can fly them whenever we want, instead of overwriting the only 1 blueprint that we have. We can have up to 150 blocks per ship, because there's also a block limit, not just a size limit. And we now have 5 power blocks instead of 3 on our HUD. And we're pretty much out of money again. So, we're done with that. And... Geppetto? How does a house just spring out of nowhere? Well, this is Traverse Town, and you know what? It's funny, really, because considering Geppetto's house in the movie, it actually fits the aesthetic of this world pretty well. But how does a house just pop out of nowhere? And don't give me magic bollocks, because that seems a bit weird. Then again, Traverse Town is kind of like an amalgamation of everyone's hearts that have survived. So, or maybe it's the world providing? Who knows? But they made it back here somehow. Let's go see what's going on. Pinocchio? Hey, it's Sora. Why, hello, Sora. How'd you get here? A man named Leon helped us. Even got us this house to live in. Again, how? I don't think Leon is specialising in house-producing magic. And I don't think Leon just browses through worlds without the necessary navigation gummy piece that we have installed in our ship. Just saying. I mean, that doesn't explain how Pinocchio got to Monstro and you got back from Monstro to here? I don't know. It's Traverse Town. It's weird. Traverse Town moves. I don't know how I'll ever repay his kindness. Say, I hear you three are fighting the Heartless. I thought I might be able to help you, so I made this. That don't make much sense. We obtained Geppetto? What does that mean? This dude gives us blueprints. Depending on a certain milestone of Heartless slain, or other factors, which will be appearing on screen right now while we're going through all this, is that once you reach a certain milestone of Heartless slain, he gives you blueprints. And I believe you have to talk to Pinocchio 10 to 30 times or something, leaving the house every time in order to get one as well. But I'll be leaving that later on because I don't want to be dealing with that right now. But of course, Pinocchio and I can't thank you enough. We'll do anything we can to help you. I'm studying real hard so I can become a real boy. I'm not fibbing. See, my nose is just the same. So what do you have to say? Oh, Sora, look what I've cooked up this time. You made a blueprint based off of Sid? There you go. I think you gotta keep talking to him. Why can't I not? Donald, you're in the way. Ugh. There we are. By the way, Cleo's made it back as well. Got a cactar. It's annoying that he has to keep shifting around every time. Maybe I can make a better ship for you someday. Please visit any time. Pinocchio will be glad to see you too. So yeah, you have to talk to him every time in order to gain a gummy ship blueprint from him. And they're actually pretty good. There's something around here. There it is. There's the final postcard. Yep, you can't get that unless you complete Monstro. And we also get Wishing Star. Technically, the keychain of Monstro. You have to come here in order to get it. So let's go hand in that postcard first. Then we'll have a look at our Keyblade. And I think we'll end it off. I don't mean for these episodes to go so long. I keep hitting 35 minutes. But it's what I had planned. And it just happens to round off at my limit. So we got a defense up for that. And we've completed the side quest. So don't need to worry about that anymore. And like I said, in the next episode, we're going to go to the Magician's Study, hand in the torn page, and talk to Merlin about our magic. By the way, I haven't explained it yet, but Stop pretty much freezes the enemy in place, and then you can deal all the damage you want, and then all the damage will be dealt to the enemy after the spell runs out. You basically just freeze them in time, and you can whack them. Finally, the Keyblade that we just got for completing Monstro is the Wishing Star. It has a slightly shorter reach than 3 wishes, which is pretty problematic. But despite its short reach, it always finishes a combo with a critical hit. So combo finishers are going to do way more damage than they normally do. It's not just going to be a combo finisher, it's going to be a critical combo finisher. Yeah, that's pretty good, and it's only 1 point lower than 3 wishes. Same power as the Jungle King. The problem? You've got to be pretty much on top of enemies in order to hit them. Personally, I don't equip this, but it's there if you want it. And with that, guys, in the next episode, we're going to be visiting Merlin. See you guys then.
What? You'd rather fight me? Over a puppet that has no heart?
Heart or no heart, at least he still has a conscience.
Conscience?
You might not hear it, but right now it's loud and clear. And it's telling me you're on the wrong side.